do, what not to do kind of thing as well. So it's not completely...
Thank you for correcting me in the chat. It is their fourth. I was right. They have been there as long as RMCT 2. I wasn't I felt like they were there in RMCT 2. So they have been around in a lot of different ways. And it really did sort of form up as subs from other from other teams. And that's how they got, we're just the unambiguous subs.
I see.
We're just the filler inners.
The team I was thinking about that used to be Elite Four is the Abusement Park.
Yes. And that's what I was looking at. I'm like, no, they just played. I've got them. They went against Aurora. And, of course, I actually saw my note that said Abusement Park 404
Match
right
within
after.
15 seconds. Once
We lost
again,
everything.
green team is
Excellent.
going to be SHAMOOOO. Blue team is going to be Unambiguous Subs.
Yep. This one's for the gnome. This is for you, honey. Oh.
Yeah, I love watching the opening section of Uncivil a lot more, trying to hit that glass.
Everybody got the glass.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got the glass.
And
Very
that's
nice.
a good sign for SHAMOOOO, because that's not something that you can do instantly.
Really, where we're going to see it in action is this first drop.
Yes. See how well they handled this drop down. One of the SHAMOOOO members had ran quite forward, but now he's backing back up. He's going to grab some wood.
That is good. Anyone is pointing out that this is one of the OCTC teams that are experienced OCTC players. So we are definitely going to have...
Lots of wood being collected. We've got Pizza Dude up here. Pizza Dude's a very good sniper. He's standing on top of the treetops, just challenging them. He's like, come on at me. The sniper over there, Zombies, he just got taken out. He was engaging somebody earlier on. Not exactly where you want to be engaging your enemies, because you want to be keeping this drop down in check. Oh, wow.
There it is.
Broke down.
Sakota making it down just after we already had a drop down. Both ladder drops very, very nicely performed.
Sakota got taken out.
Taken out by Jor Cooley, and I believe Jor was the first one actually down here.
But Sakota simply just booked it right over the edge, and then just air strafed back towards the edge to put the ladder in. Didn't even do any kind of subtle movements or anything. It just jumped.
No, he just dropped. He just dropped.
Swan dive bravely. That's a
the
very
last
practiced
match we
motion.
actually saw something we hadn't seen in a long time. Really rarely, somebody put their ladder down, and then we already have a bed over here, and they then placed a block on opposite the ladder, so that they had a little bit of a safety. Like okay, this is the safe drop. You face this, you walk off, you're gonna be lined up. So really a smart way of doing it. People don't really take the time for that, but that's really showing the confidence. This team just, let's go over the edge. We're dropping. We know how to do this. Very nice.
So now SHAMOOOO has activated mags. Jarkuli had kind of paused there for a brief moment, but decided against it. I think a little bit of comms going there, like, hey guys, they haven't pushed it. Do you want me to push it? I think the team's just said,
right.
That's not, and
and then
for
boom.
them. Yeah, so now they're going to get the extra diamond block and the blaze rod.
Right.
Or sorry, the fire resistant potion.
Right. That is very much a moment of, okay, do we know? Oh, hey, bonus stuff. So nicely done. Everybody's kind of struggling to get through here. No one's really pushing too far ahead. They're all pretty similar, neck and neck. Oh, creeper issues. Lighting up. It does look like SHAMOOOO is a little further ahead, unless I've missed somebody.
Yeah, I don't know where Pizza Dude disappeared off to.
They're just after, they're over in this little diamond block puzzle area.
Yeah, Pizza Dude was around for a while. He was ahead first, but I didn't see where he ended up. Did he go down? No, didn't look like it. Interesting.
Pizza Dude. Pizza Dude is up here getting some chests. There are various resources that are up high. You can see where he went up in the columns. There's some lava traps and such, but there are various resources. We actually saw somebody getting those last game too. It's not something that we commonly see people going for, but there are diamonds and other resources available up there.
Yes. Now, interesting stuff coming in from the chat here. One of the chat members saying SHAMOOOO's are OCTC Breaking Core, and they won the Breaking Core tournament. Now, Breaking Core style OCTC maps are very lockdown heavy, as well as a lot of them also involve diamond armor, so prolonged PvP battles.
Right.
And so we're going to see this probably come into play. It's going to definitely help them out here. Already some diamond armor over on Unambiguous sub side. They took
Yeah,
that
I saw
diamond
that.
block and they're going to make a diamond chest out of that. Going to give them a little bit of an edge. Not that much though. Diamond chest plate
Kind of
surprisingly
breaking
not that
news
much.
here. Shamu has got crypto all the way at third. All the way at third, and he is up. He is dropping sand. He is going in. I thought I saw
Sakota
someone.
is also here. Keeping
Yeah,
an eye.
Sakota
Yeah, he's
already.
yeah. So wow, they've got two people here, which is pretty much what you kind of want for the early part of this map.
Dropped blocks, dropping the
Ooh,
water
two
up.
of them
Oh,
running.
both are going down.
Yeah.
Okay, usually you see somebody stay back and lost the torch. Usually you see one member staying back and keeping the an eye on. You
Whoops.
gotta go all the way
Oh,
back up
Sakota.
there. Yeah,
So,
why? Yeah, it looks like he's going to go
and
right back
a little
up
bit
and
of water climbing here. So
Yeah.
Crypto's kind of like, "What are you doing?" Sakota kind of going, "What are you doing?"
yeah. So they were both down here. I'm not sure that the plan was for them both to drop, but you know what? They have.
Yeah,
We've got
and now
one more.
There's a sniper checking him as Jorkuli. Sees him, not hitting him with any of the arrows. Ooh, big drop there. A little bit delayed on the water drop. He went inside to the wool room, but doesn't have the third torch down yet.
Which is interesting because you should know you got to get all three of them set.
Yeah, it looks like
It could
he's
just
coming
be
back
because he's here. Yeah,
Yeah.
just open it
out.
up,
But you know
make
what?
sure there's
Locking
no
down
mobs.
third from this angle is not terrible, and he's lighting up this area too. This gives you a much better angle to shoot at your opponent, and if you put some doors down or you put a wall up, it's hard for people to counter you, except with some cannons.
Yeah. Now we've got Jorkuli over here, but he's made a few shots. He's backed off, not
Jorkuli
running at
might be
all.
assuming that he's gonna hide for a while. Crypto's staying shifted.
Carefully getting past this.
Went the wrong way.
Yeah, you need to. I was gonna say you need the other direction. So we're really close to seeing a wool get here. All right, there's Jor. He's back up here. He is getting an angle of fire. He's got a nice bow on him.
Oh, arrow fire again, coming in from Jorkuli. Jorkuli doesn't really have the angle from this spot. That's one of those things about this area is it seems very PvP friendly, but it is a little bit difficult just because the angles aren't
Right.
always
The
easy.
PvP is really much more focused on top and around around the brick house.
Yeah.
Now the interesting thing is from here, the hard part is getting that red wool out. So there you go. Shamu has red wool. They are in there. Tonberry, meanwhile, is running first wool. He is potioned up. He is just running through, not trying to get rid of the source. He's
Second
just
wool,
hauling through.
Yeah,
Second wool.
Yeah,
Second
so
wool,
he's
sorry.
gonna use that fire resistance potion, and
Yeah.
he only has 8 minutes to make this run as fast as he can.
If he doesn't have any attack, any real competition, it's not a problem. But yeah, as soon as he starts getting fire, that's going to be a little more pressure.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like he's really going to have any competition. And he does have a protector up top. He's got a sniper sitting up here with him. That's going to be Xandra's. Yeah. That is Xandra's trying to keep everybody back. I'm not seeing any action on first. Wait. That is below first. Okay. This is where we were getting some of the tunneling going through there. All right. Of course, it's not even been the first night yet, so everybody's still got to run all the way
Crypto's
back.
got a lot of wood planks on him, and gonna be
Completely covering himself.
yeah, making some solid progress going up. Also putting some blocks along the way in the chute.
Oh. You know what? It gets me every time. They run it dark. We do have somebody running first. In fact, they're almost at the top. You can see the wood. You can see evidence of them here. It is run completely dark, though. And that, like I said last game, I give great respect for anybody who can do that. It is very nerve-wracking and challenging to do this. I want to see who you are. Very carefully putting himself in a position. Taking out the mobs first. Blocking out that upper level.
Yeah, and you could do a pass around for this if you need to.
Oh, I just missed the name. Dang it.
It's Monstro.
Monstro, yep. Okay, just feathered away and back.
Oh dear.
Oh, getting a
dear.
lot of
Does
Oh.
block himself off a little bit.
creepering right there. If he can survive, he's obviously right at the wool room. There you go.
Yeah.
Very
Now, I wonder
nice,
if
very
he's gonna
sneaky.
Pass this around because there is a little bit of here where you can put the chest down and be able to reach it from both sides.
We haven't really seen any pass around over here with that first wool at least.
Yeah, but since he ran it dark, it's very, very dangerous to try to bring this back out.
Right, because it's completely still dark and ready to go. Meanwhile, Tonberry is still making progress right through this wool. He is getting really close. There's 3 more
Nope,
sheets
Monstro
of
is
lava
just
to get
gonna
through.
book it back out. He's just like, hey, easy come, easy go.
And I've seen people do that. Naked, dark. I'm pretty sure there was a little bit of armor on there. Naked and dark is very, very nerve wracking. Of course, it's hard to see, but I've seen
Jesus is
people
his
blitz
armor.
it like that. All right, Crypto is here. I'm not sure if did he get killed? No, he has
nope.
not been killed.
Nope, he's just
but-
picking up wool and moving. I think he's just shuffling himself back up and down.
Yeah, he wasn't. He has not made it out. He's kind of going up and down a bit. Pretty sure this is just Jor Cooley hanging out up here. Nope, we have been joined. Jor Cooley's down there. Oh, I hear bombs. Pizza Dude. Hey, Pizza Dude's up top.
Alright,
There goes the cannon.
Monstro is being chased by a baby zombie, but he is out of first.
Really
And
low on
got
that
it.
cannon.
Monstro's got it. He is bringing it back over to the ladder of the drop down.
All right.
And
So,
he's gonna
yeah.
pack it away somewhere.
Beautifully golden, but absolutely naggy. Monstro just blitzed in, got it, got out. Very nicely done. Pizza Dude and Jor Cooley are fighting over here. Now, Jor Cooley has made a couple of cannon shots at the brick house, has opened up the facade a little bit. The first shot went way low, hasn't really done much damage. People inside have already put a few blocks to kind of fill in the hole, and here it comes another.
Yeah, Tonberry's potion is not going to last very much longer, I don't feel. He's not handling this lava update very well.
Sakota is desperately trying to recover. Oh, yeah, he's only made it through the first of 3. All right, finally into the second.
There
But
was
he's
some
going to have to
pressure.
have another.
There was some pressure coming in, but been taken out now. Yeah.
Once he gets all the way through, there's still lava to deal with on the backside. He's got to have. He's got to have
He's gonna have to
something.
use blocks. He used a lot of blocks to handle this first lava curtain. It's a bit of an oopsie moment.
Well, yeah, one false place, and you've got to deal with all the repercussions. Everybody should start to set their maps. Wow. Set their beds now. Crypto is in here with water, just chilling. Lots of red wool all over. Kind of pinned down a little bit. Their brick house has been pretty significantly affected. Beds are broken. There's a bunch of
Crypto is just going
entities.
to get a lot of red wool and just make a chimney out of the red wool. Tomberry's got the orange now.
He does.
Yep. Some more creeper action going down. Not much lighting going here. Looks like Monstro's gonna come over and give some support. Gonna
Yeah.
get some shots as he goes by, but he will survive. Wonder if he sets his bed anywhere. Ooh, look like the bed has
They've got
been...
to. Yeah, they have to pick up the bed. Oh, that's an entity right now.
Yeah, so bed has been received. And it looks like, yep, here we go. Jokuli is going to make the approach of ladder dropping into third. Goes all the way to the bottom. This is not usually the path that we normally see people take. They like to go from the top and then go downwards. The mobs are a little bit easier to handle that way because here, if you start at the bottom, mobs can fall down on top of you. So he's going to go right back up after getting that first one. And
Very
Crypto,
interesting. Yeah, it's kind of the opposite of what you usually see.
Crypto's still busy grabbing wool. So he's not going to have
Yeah,
an
he's
opportunity,
gone
but
back
if he
down.
peeks out and sees him, if he just
could
looks
really,
over,
mess up his day.
he's just more concerned about getting his wool out at this point in time.
And again, Naki just going in there,
Yeah,
dealing with the
'cause
mobs.
if he just looks over, he can take out Jorkuli here. Jorkuli has no armor, and it can really stunt their plans. And this is what I'm saying, that you can lock down from down here a lot easier, just because the angles are better. But
Right,
two
you're
torches placed
straight
now.
there.
Crypto,
All
just
right.
look. Oh, actually,
Just
Jorkuli
look.
just took a pot shot at Crypto. Might not be the best choice to bring attention
In
to
case you
himself.
didn't know I was here,
Yeah.
I'm here. Of course, Jor Cooley is in a position to have backup at the top.
Mhm.
looks like Crypto is again trying to make his. Oh, he's full focus on trying to get himself out.
Yeah, well, they do have first wool, so they only have to get second at this point. But they're giving up the lockdown on third as a result, or not even putting up a lockdown at all. And now Jorkuli is going to get some red as well. Question is whether Jorkuli is going to be able to make it out of here with this as well. They're both going to be keeping each other in a stalemate situation.
So Monstro has gotten yellow, is working on kind of protecting with red. Meanwhile, Jorkuli's gotten red, and they're making their way out. Tonberry has orange. I'm trying to see where he's at for getting out of here. I've seen him place the orange wool.
Yeah, he already pillared back over this one. I think, yeah, he's already at the front. He's done.
Yep, he's out.
Yeah.
He's out. He's good.
Okay, so we've got 2 wools each now. Let's see if anybody's on Unambiguous sub side have make an approach on first. We do see Tonberry booking it over to first. I wonder if he's going to run it.
To be fair, first is often left for last because it is the least pressure PvP wise for getting in there. So we do have unambiguous subs with red and orange versus SHAMOOOO that's only got they have red and yellow, but they really haven't got red out safely. So that's kind of a crippling thing. Oh,
Tonberry's
and
gonna
Crypto
set his
dropped
bed.
him while dying.
Oh dear. Yep. So that's gonna set SHAMOOOO back a little bit. Tonberry now making approach. Did not drop any orange wool actually. Down near
Crypto taken off the world by a spider before he even got to the drop down.
And he doesn't have his bed set because the bed was TNT'd.
Right,
previously.
the bed was gone.
Yeah, I mean, he had wood on him. He could have set his spawn inside the.
I have expected that the way he had everything going, but he did
Tonberry
not.
got knocked by a zombie into the void lane. He lost some of the orange wool that he brought along with him. There is still some.
I saw some
orange
placed.
wool, but
yeah.
further back. I mean, he could have left his orange wool closer to the drop down, but now he has to make this run a little bit less resourced.
Jorkuli dropped 11 red wool while dying.
Ah, okay.
Not again. People falling off the world with wool is painful. I have done it myself. I was shot off the wool with all the wool on me, not having placed any. It is really a killer moment.
I don't know. I like to just drop wool everywhere as I go around. I don't care if I let other people know.
Okay, Tonberry was running first, blown up by a creeper. They're also, I'm not sure if they were running it dark or if he just hadn't placed anything yet because he was just in this first room. He was definitely aware. People were aware of him.
Now, where is Sakota?
Monstro is
just
trying to
dropped off
shoot.
some red wool somewhere. And I wonder if Crypto managed to get to the top and maybe died near the edge. It looks like, yeah.
Thank you.
Crypto looked like he managed to make it all the way out of the chimney and might have just jumped off the edge and suicided right next to his partner, and the partner just dropped off some of that wool.
Just to move. Now, I was just curious if that was all of the red wool, and anyone updated me. There was one red wool placed before. Now, that looks like it's placed all the way at the top of third, which means running all the way back. So, red is still in play. Or some orange has been lost. Looks like Crypto has set his bed in the remains of their brick house. Jorkuli running back in.
Here's a red wool in the wooden house here, and the potion chest right above the house.
Okay, so they had one there
yeah,
too.
Secured one. Crypto is now gonna go get it. It looks like.
So a little bit closer than where it was left for the unambiguous subs. There you go. Crypto's already picked it up.
Yep. And
meanwhile, it looks like second wool's being ran. That's a lot of updated lava. And fire.
Jorkuli has also retrieved a red wool.
Right.
There's nobody from SHAMOOOO here locking down third. Oh, actually, there is. I see zombies.
Pretty sure that's Tonberry. Yeah, I did. I saw that too. There's a lot of zombies. Tonberry is really, really focusing on. Yeah, there you go. Sakota. Xandrez. That was it. Couldn't quite see it because hell, it was a long name. Xandrez taking out Sakota, and Sakota was actually in the lava in second wall. You saw his stuff pop. There's very, very little. Looks like some arrows might be the only thing that. And a bit of flint are the only things that survive that.
So
So
both teams have red
painful.
walls secured in
Yes.
a relatively easy to retrieve area. Now.
And then there's one orange and one yellow on each side.
So I think the orange is a little bit easier to lock down.
Definitely. Oh, definitely. Second wool is much easier to lock down. That is a harder wool to get under pressure. So having
Yeah.
the orange already for the unambiguous subs is the better position to be in for sure.
Yeah. Now Pizza Dude had gotten, I think, did they grab the tier 1 bows? Yes, it looks like they did take the tier 1 bows. And I saw, was it Jorkuli who ran over and also, no, it was actually Pizza Dude who ran and got the tier 2s as well and brought them over for this lockdown on second. So they've got a lot of bows to deal with.
Yeah, they are really focusing those two snipers above. There's a witch coming right up to Pizza. You may not be aware, buddy. But yeah, Sakota coming back, burned to death. I was gonna say had a little bit of a protection from the arrows, then went forward and instantly burned to
Crossfire
death.
now coming in, and the witch as well. Witch throwing some damage potions.
Ooh, Pizza Dude shot by zombie,
Yeah.
but the witch already softening him up. So yeah, we have quite a bit of crossfire right here. Crypto once again getting those red walls. Tom Berry once again entering first wall.
Now, I think if Tom Berry takes a moment to actually get geared up, might actually be able to run this. There is somebody on top watching, but that's Monstro.
Oh, there's a
but he is
second
gone.
player. Looks like we're going to tag team this. We have Tom Berry. Again, dark. Tom Berry taken out.
You sack, I run.
Exactly. Oh. So we do have that being ran.
And Jorkuli goes down.
That is definitely. First wool is much easier to get, even under pressure versus second. That is no
Tom Berry made it
easy
to
task.
the fourth room before going down.
Guys, light and a touch of armor is going to just let you wrap this game up.
There's nobody watching this area. Monstro
None
was around,
whatsoever.
And he must have heard the explosions, though.
Yeah, but Monstro's going to focus on helping defend with the second one, I thought.
No, it looks like two players from SHAMOOOO are setting up the victory run for themselves. Monstro guarding, and Crypto was setting up a wall, but got shot.
So they are looking to kind of get this in. Well, you know what? It makes sense. They've only got one wool left, but your opponent is running the easiest wool.
Except they're having a hard time. They're not.
Yeah.
They're feeling the pressure, which is probably why they're rushing this one a little bit. I think what's happening is that perhaps the snipers for Unambiguous subs are not very confident in their ability to lock down this wool currently. They are feeling a lot of pressure from the firepower, and the runner. Who is this? Oh, the runner just died, I think. I hear.
All right, we've got Zombie working his way through. Oh, immediately came out and on first exposure, taken out by Pizza. Monstro taken out by a creeper down there.
I'm trying to find where Sakota is, but I don't think he's inside.
Sakota was in second or running back to second. Oh, we have wool. We'll get there. It is.
All right.
Tom Berry and Jorkuli together. They've got the wool. I got to them right as they were pressing buttons. That is 1, 2, 3. Wool get for the Unambiguous subs. But they still have to not fumble, not drop anything, and get it all the way.
I would just grab
the
as much
victory
as I
monument.
can and just place it all the way going back.
And just go, yeah.
Just
No flying off the world with it.
leave it here, a couple here, every single room along the way back. Ain't no
Working
thing.
their way out. Again, not seeing any kind of pass around use, just working their way.
The room's relatively empty, surprisingly, since it's daytime right now, which means mobs tend to spawn more inside this area.
Right.
This wool is actually not as hard to run during the nighttime because mobs are spawning outside.
Right, which gives you a little bit of a break. This witch is just like, you know what? You got diamonds, you got iron. Kind of keeps dancing over there and then going back. Dancing over there and going back. Oh, there it is.
All right, the wool
Finally
has been
chucked.
secured, and they've got all the wool secured in this chest. Or where's that chest?
There we go. Witch dealt with. Monstro taking advantage of the moment. Is that Sakota down there at the next lava curtain? This is the lava curtain that Sakota
Pass around has
originally
been set up
came
for the victory
down.
run.
Oh. Sakota burned to death.
No, Sakota. Sorry, yeah. One of the, I think it was Tonberry, suicided and is gonna go after the pass around. It looks like.
Burnt to a crisp. Oh wow. All right. So really, we're just a matter of wrapping it up as long as they don't get any real resistance. I mean, Monster's at the top of the pyramid now, kind of shooting back.
Yeah, and it looks like they're gonna have 3 members now doing the lockdown, while Tonberry is gonna go after this wrap round.
Okay, Yellow Wool is still clearly at the top here, not over. I wasn't sure if he went over edge or not, but no, Yellow Wool's at the top. But Monstro is very firmly trying to say no.
Whoops! Draculi failed the ladder drop.
Oh no!
Tonberry
I do see
already
the
at
1,
the
2,
wraparound.
3 wool. Yeah, I see the 3 wolves. I see the diving forward. Now, I've actually seen this used before, and then one of the wolves goes pop out into the void.
I was gonna say if he went from top to bottom, he would guarantee to grab them. And there's no challengers from here, so he could have gone top to bottom. If he pops it this way, there's a
there
chance.
is
that,
a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. I have seen that. There it goes. There it goes. There goes the yellow. That's exactly what we've seen. We've seen this before.
No.
Also, if they had just popped a chest to place them in,
And there was
that
a chest
is
right
the
here.
ultimate.
There's a
I
chest
know. There's
right
a
here.
chest right here. I remember thinking that. He's like, okay. I remember thinking that the last time I
Draculi
saw that
immediately
happen.
goes and grabs the yellow.
Yeah,
If
it's
he
like,
just brings
okay.
it back right now while Tonberry's here.
While
there's
he's down,
absolutely
they
nothing.
could. Yeah,
he's coming.
they could. Just and he's breaking. So there's beautiful communication right there. It's like, look, I got more.
Guys, I screwed up. Little Mac has terrible jumps. I do.
Look, 1, 2, 3. Get one of them.
Okay, got one of them.
Get. He's out of here. But yeah, obviously the safest way would have been to just drop, on top of them, front down. Again, that is risky if you have any kind of PvP competition. At the same time,
It looks like Unambiguous subs now just doing the little celebration placement of everything.
Yeah.
Doing the little dance.
everything's here. This is it. But again, the chest is the ultimate safety. Just place them in a chest. You can open the chest and remove
Right.
them
And according to
nicely.
rules, you can't do much against those either.
Well, if a chest, you mean as far as exploding a wool chest?
Yeah. Or is
If a
that only
team. If a team has broken their wool chest in their wool box, any other chests are fair game. But if a
Okay.
team has broken their wool chest in a wool box, in a wool room, they can then take it. And 1, 2, 3, done. Very nice. Oh my goodness, they're going to be having heart attacks about how much wool went over the edge again.
Or
Exactly
do you mean the
one
ones
left.
where they got knocked out carrying?
Oh
stuff?
yeah, where they got knocked out. Oh man. Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Nicely done. Okay, so the unambiguous subs moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very nice. We have had 3 fantastic matches, and we're going to round out our night right where we began on Blazing Sun in a few hours, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Yep, that is correct.
We will be doing one more for the day and wrapping up on Blazing Sun for this awesome, awesome RMCT weekend. Looks like we have Sakota and Tomberry pulled in with us and unmuted. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Nicely done.
Oh, God.
Thank you.
Tonberry, how did that feel
I
when you
d-
saw the yellow go out?
Oh, God, I was like, oh, God, Joe, quick, pass me more.
Yeah, we
saw
saw
it
that
bounce, I was like-
communication.
Yeah,
We were just talking about that.
exactly.
I was
Wow, all
like,
the
please,
trees
Joe,
are gone
pass me
here.
more.
Oh, man.
I know.
There
How
was
many
a
trees
lot
did
of
you
wool.
cut down? Fucking-
Sakota, what do you guys do to all your trees?
You are the
guy
number
who was
one cause of
holding
global warming.
second.
God.
Oh my.
We needed to grow more
Second.
coffee beans, so
Like,
Yeah.
I took all the wood, like a stack of wood every time, and then I got knocked into lava every time. So,
Oh God. Do you know what actually? I have to say I was so surprised to get to the mag and I was like, oh my God, they actually pressed the mag. Because
Yeah, well, that was interesting too.
I've never practiced with the mag, so being hit from us. So I was just like, oh wow.
We saw you there
So I
first,
was
and
like-
there's like this hesitation. We thought, well, perhaps you're communicating with the team, and then like right then, bam, they came out, pushed the button. It's like, oh, hello.
I was like, oh,
Jor,
okay.
the request from the chat is, Jor, please never let Ton Victory run again. What were you thinking?
How dare you? Who said that?
You want their
Probably
name, you
Thompson or
want
something.
their IP address, and you want...
Yes. There was,
do.
to be fair, guys, there was a lot of wool going over the edge. I'm just gonna say, there was a
I
lot of
think I lost
wool.
one.
Yeah.
Oh no, I lost two when I'd already placed the security ones. Yeah.
Mhm.
So I was just like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm just gonna pain loop this.
You lost a couple of oranges when you went out on first.
Yeah, and
yeah, but at
Just
that
wanted to
point, it
remind
was just
you.
like these are oranges just because I was holding pizza close to my heart. Fuck pizza.
Dakota, obviously you were really hard pressed in the second. You guys got first, no problem. You got third wool, relatively easy considering you had somebody there. You were able to get in there initially with nobody there. I'm not sure if you were meaning for both people to go down or if there was like a little oops, but you had two people on third at first. And it was really interesting because you guys had kind of the upper hand at first, but when it came down to first wool versus second wool to get, second wool is so difficult when you have a lot of pressure. So yeah. That's why first is often left for last. Now, was it your plan to leave second for last, or did
our
you?
plan was to have a guy hide and then go like ninja first. A guy go to third, but he forgot to take blocks with him. And I would rush second before they got the armor, but someone pressed the mag, so I don't know. It didn't really work out.
Yeah, the desire to push the button was strong for someone. So yeah, you definitely ninja the first. I do not understand. I've seen it a lot. The whole idea of going in there naked and no torches just terrifies me. But you did it very well. Obviously, Tom Berry had a little more difficulty doing the same strat. But
To be fair, I don't normally get orange that fast, so I would just literally go, okay, Ton, you're out. Go do first or something. I don't know. Just do something.
do something. Oh, we've got orange. Do something. Nice.
Nah, because normally it takes me about 5 more minutes to get orange out because I not got the fire resistance to just jump through lava.
Well, it was interesting for me because the third wool is usually such a point of contention, and although there was, to be fair, there was a lot of contention in there. Poor Cryptic.
When they
getting
beat us
pinned
to
down.
it, we literally went. When they beat us to it, we just literally went, okay, we're just gonna lock down second instead. We decided to just change our strat to just change our lockdown point.
Well,
So-
that's interesting, yeah, because you ended up having a couple people over here, but it was never really a serious, not like we normally see, dominance on top of this. We are going to cannon you. We are going to blitz you. You are not going to get out with that wall or get in with that wall. It was like, oh, crap, they're here first. Okay, let's get ours and just move on.
Honestly, I think we lost a fair amount of our cannon supplies. I think Jaw fell out the world with some of our cannon stuff, so we just went, no cannons today.
Choosing to keep the lockdown at second was actually ended up being a critical moment for the overall game, and not that Sakota appreciated that choice, but definitely making that choice was a critical game changer.
Yeah.
Anything you guys want to say about your plan or about the mobs, about how it went, how you're feeling?
Bit of
One thing,
sorry, you can finish.
The guy that went first wall, he forgot to place it in a chest, so he just died with it.
So for who?
Our first wall, the guy who was running it, he just died with it. instead
Oh.
of placing it in a chest.
He didn't place any around? I thought I saw some.
He was gonna place, but he forgot, so he died with it. That's why he was also trying to go third. He was gonna help second, but he forgot to place for second.
Oh dear.
Oh yeah, heat of the moment, man. Heat of the moment. Forget to
Because I
place
did see,
him.
I saw him run Monstro after he finished. He ran out to the drop down area and he put some food into the furnace, and I thought he had actually put the wool into the furnace or something like that. Oh, that's terrible.
Oh,
Very unfortunate.
So you
yeah.
end up having to do a bit of that again. Well, it was really, really, really well played. Both sides had a lot of kind of, chuckly moments from our point of view going, oh no, you were taken out by the wall or taken out over the world, or oh no, you had a lot of creeper explosions or whatever. But both sides, I mean, you got your hands on wool, it really, two wolves, getting them out was a little bit slippery, but you guys had a really good shot at this. You just were so locked down at second, and obviously a little bit of user error and mob errors or mob issues.
Yeah, we had. To be fair, you can't get past Gotcha Andy after our last game last year. We have forced his. We've just told him to just make sure he just hit everybody. Just don't miss a shot. The 125 kills. That's nothing. You get more than that.
Kill all the people. Well, there definitely was a lot more PvP kills on this round than we saw, or on this match than we saw on the immediately previous one a couple hours ago. There was very much one-sided PvP, but there wasn't really a ton at that. You guys definitely had more back and forth kills and such, so that was always fun. Obviously, huge grats to Tuss, the Unambiguous subs. You guys have been around for a long time. It's great to see you win it.
Fourth RMCT now, I think.
Yeah, I was speculating, like, was it the RMCT 3 or 2 that they started with? And the chat immediately is like, RMCT 2. Get it right, honey. They've been here 4 times.
Yep.
How do you guys feel? You gonna win it this year?
Nope. Round 2 loss again. Can't beat the curse.
Well,
I was just gonna say,
that,
don't
you guys,
jinx them.
Nah,
You guys have
nah,
to
we're
get to
nah,
play
we're gonna
against,
nah, we're gonna make it. We're shooting all the way for the finals this time.
Gonna lose
As
it in the
usual.
finals instead, right?
Yeah, losing the finals. Nah,
Okay.
we're gonna
That's
win.
the spirit.
Nah, we're gonna win. Nah, we're gonna win.
Yeah, because your
Yeah.
round 2 opponents is gonna be either Syntax Error or Ground Fox, both of which I think are fairly newish.
Yeah, round
But
2
experienced players.
Yeah. So
Yeah, new
it's
to
just-
RMCT is not necessarily, inexperienced players. So we've seen that with a lot of the OTC,
Yeah.
OCTC.
OTCT, yeah, blah, blah, TC. I always want to say CT. Players that are in there, So yeah, really, really, really well done. Just because they're new doesn't necessarily mean they are inexperienced. And you guys showed that too. You did really well. The ladder drop was pro, man. You guys
Yeah.
just stepped out and dropped.
Yeah, Tuss has always been known for. We've always had a really good ladder drop on this map.
And I
back in the Anywaners days.
I was impressed with
he was
Sakota
our-
just jumping over.
Yeah,
and,
Sakota just
and
like
air
The
drift
thing
back
is,
over to hit the ladder.
It was so difficult. I practiced on single player and I'm EU, so the ping was horrific. And I was like, oh, if I make this, I
Yeah.
did.
Oh
you
god.
did very nice.
Yes,
Both
and the
ladder
rest
drops
of your team
were
just
really
immediately
pro.
started dropping down again. I expected
Yeah.
to see a lot more lockdown at the drop down, but I haven't seen that too much so far in this round from any teams.
The last match, Impact did a huge lockdown. We were minutes into the game before they were able to touch down. And then once they touched down, they locked them down. And then, I mean, every inch that they made on that map was like pulling hair out. It was so tight. That's the first match that we've seen.
That's usually my experience in Uncivil, is just getting locked down at the drop down.
Yeah, that is something it's a common thing that happens. It's not something we've seen a lot this round with this map, but yeah, we did see it last one, and they were like, dude, you were so aggressive. You just came out, you were killing us. We couldn't do anything. But that was, of course, Impact versus Flaming Mongoose. So Tuss versus SHAMOOOO. Tuss moves on. We've got one more match tonight to round out this massive weekend of Round A. America is Canada's Underpants versus Artificial Enemy at 9 p.m. Eastern. And if I recall correctly, that's going to be on Blazing Sun. So that should be a really, really good one, too.
Indeed.
Hopefully you guys will be able to come back and watch with us. If you haven't already, seriously, check out rmct.tv. It's easy to remember. It's all right there. You've got your links to everything. Follow, stay tuned. It's really, really a fun thing. So thank you guys for watching.